Good morning. Well, this morning going to walk the Limestone Link to Arnside. Now, I'm not going to stick to the Limestone Link religiously because I do know for a fact that part of it near Arnside is appallingly muddy. So this is the main west coast line, and when I first did this bridge didn't exist. Trains coming past at well over 100 miles an hour. A bit crazy really, so yeah, well done for building a bridge, you've got to say. Well, we're across a lot of that farmland now. All the maize fields are empty, of course. Fountain Knot in the background. This is looking back east. So I've walked over this green hill through this extremely muddy gateway, and yeah, we meet the metal road at this point, Pie Bridge Lane, and yeah, on towards Pie Bridge there. A bit closer view of the farm. Be interesting to see what it looks like after it's all been developed. I'm sure there'll be quite a little cluster of houses here when it's all done. Right, well, we've left Hale behind, and yeah, the path goes through the woods here towards Marble Quarry. Slippy limestone because it's wet. So, avid viewers of these vlogs will recognise this area from a previous visit. Now, if I was clever enough, I'd say if you check up here, there'll be a link, or maybe here. But guess what? There isn't, because I don't know how to do it. Anyway, so yeah, let's get across this slippy limestone, preferably without A, dropping the camera, or B, breaking a leg. We'll be doing well. Pretty treacherous under these sorts of conditions. I'll just spin you around and then you can see the extent of this limestone pavement. Pretty much untouched. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, this is the way on, and yeah. Oh, someone's lost a glove. Okay, I have to take the rucksack off now. So there we go, that's the narrow bit done. I'll just show you down below. There's a little bit of a drop, but nothing to be too concerned about. So we'll get down this, and that's fairy steps done. So this is like a secondary sort of fairy steps, really. Yeah, another little nick in the limestone. Now this one you don't need to touch the walls, so yeah. Now I have read that this was a coffin route, but quite how you'd carry a coffin up here. There are proper steps here, of course, not natural, but you wouldn't get it up through the other fairy steps, that's for sure. So yeah, that's the other nick, and Yeah, another low limestone cliff. So be limestone, of course. All that water that's fallen over the past few days has had to reappear somewhere, and it reappears as a spring just a little bit further up the path here. Well, so good to see the sunshine. Sometimes you think it'll never ever shine again. Anyway, yeah, it's really quite a beautiful afternoon now for the time of year, especially. Relatively warm. And yeah, back onto the farmland. And what we see here is Hazelslack Farm and Hazelslack Tower. So this is Hazelslack Tower, a late 14th century peel tower. Very similar to Arnside Tower, I would imagine, which is just a couple of miles away to the sort of south. Yeah, it'll have seen a few things, won't it? Late 14th century. Another view of Hazelslack Tower. Looking from the west, that's the western wall. Yeah, it's lost its roof. Shame, but it's not done so bad, has it? Over 500 years old. So there we have Hazelslack Tower behind me, and here, this way, is the Limestone Link, but it is boggy beyond belief, over the top of Boots boggy. So we're not going that way. We're going to say goodbye to the Limestone Link, and we're going to walk down through Carbank and down to the coast. So here we are, being drowned out by cars probably, but we're at the seaside, and yeah, on top of the seawall. And although the tide's in, it's only a low tide, so it certainly hasn't come anywhere near the bottom of the embankment. It's probably a bit windy, but yeah, there we're looking at Whitborough Scar, and beyond it the Kentmere Horseshoe. So as I walk along this embankment, what can I tell you? Well, I can tell you that it's now a sea wall to keep the farmland behind from flooding, but I can also tell you that it's the old track bed of the branch line from Arnside to Hincaster. A victim of Beecham's cuts. I think I'm correct in saying it last was used in 1963 for what you would call commercial traffic. I do believe the last time it was used in total was by Princess Margaret in the Royal Train, and she was going to launch a ship at Barrow-in-Furness, and she must have been in Scotland, you've got to imagine, otherwise why would you be coming this way? Right, well, down beside the estuary here, and if I turn around, got the Lakes Hills behind. Yeah, we're almost at St John's Cross at Sandside, so I'm going to call it a day at that, and hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.